Hey everybody, welcome to COVID Kitchen, where the hair gets larger but the food stays the same kind of delicious. And today I'm embracing my Italian heritage and trying to make a pretty simple spaghetti in a meat sauce. We're going to start by browning some ground beef, and we're going to add in some garlic and some onion, and then put in some of the crushed tomatoes, a little bit of water, eventually the spaghetti as well. And we're just gonna make a nice, tasty, simple dish that shouldn't take much longer than about 30 minutes. Let's give it a shot. So the first thing that we need to do is get my grandmother's really nice orange Dutch oven super hot. And this is on the high heat. And we're just gonna add in the ground beef and we're going to mash it up as it cooks. Roughly 3 minutes or so. That's usually about how long it takes. I'm using a half pound of ground beef in this dish, but you can use a full pound. I'm only eating for one, so I don't need much more than a half pound. It's already turning very brown very quickly. I did pull this out of the freezer, so it's possible that it was already mostly brown for all I know. Now some people have been asking me to show them how the Vidalia onion chopper works. So what I've got here is I've got about maybe like an eighth of an onion or something. So this is it. You put it on the blades and then you push down, and this baby's chopped. I got a couple other pieces here that I can put in real quickly. Doesn't need a lot of leverage. Doesn't need a lot of oomph behind it. And then, the onions are chopped uniformly right here at the bottom. And you can even see, measurements here. You got if you need a half cup, if you need a full cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, whatever you might need, you can measure it right there in the machine. It's really quite lovely. Cleans up very nice. And so once we are done browning this meat, and it does appear to be pretty brown, it's all nice and browned up now. We're now going to add in our onions, which we just chopped very quickly. No tears. And we're going to add in the garlic as well. And let this guy go with the meat for another couple of minutes. So we're about done cooking the meat. Now we're going to add pretty much everything back in there. Only took about 3 minutes there to cook the meat with the onions and the garlic. And now we're going to add those crushed tomatoes, which on occasion absolutely explode out of there. We're going to put in a cup of water. We've got a whole bunch of basil as well, which we freshly torn, some fresh basil. I'm going to grind a little black pepper into it. Very nice. And we're going to give it a nice little stir. Make sure it gets all evenly distributed throughout. Looks really nice. And now for the coup de grace, we've got the whole wheat spaghetti. And I'm just going to tear it in half, put it in there. We're going to pat it down a little bit, make sure that the liquid covers it entirely. Make sure that it gets completely in there, uncovered, within the liquid there, as best we can. And we're about ready to put the top on and let it kind of simmer on like a medium-low. Doesn't need to be much more than that. We'll put it on for 20 minutes, and I'll give you a look at it before we put the cover on. There you go. That's how it's looking at the moment. And now, time for the lid, and no peeking. We'll be back in a few. Okay, we are done, and this is going to be the big reveal. I have not looked in here. You really shouldn't, take off this heavy lid while it's cooking. So this is the first time we're going to get a look at it, and it does look pretty good. Look at it bubbling away. Everything should be ready and tasty, and everything is good to go. We're just going to top that with a little bit of Parmesan cheese once it gets on the plate, and we'll be back to see how it looks and tastes. Okay, here it is. We're going to see how it is. It looks really good. It smells really nice. There's a lot of meat in there. It's a good bolognese, or good looking at least. Yeah, very good. As a great example of a pasta with a bolognese. I thought maybe I was gonna over basil it, which is a risk. I used a lot of fresh basil in there, but it turned out quite nice, and it doesn't overpower anything, and you can taste the meat. I wish I didn't have to use whole wheat spaghetti all the time, but that's really my only complaint, and well, that's on me. So, a success in the COVID kitchen. Everybody have a good one.